Hey, I think everyone's in and settled, and maybe we just settle in a little more.
It's good to settle in, to arrive, to take in this moment. Again, we are here seemingly a few bodies together, but really it's one mind joining. And this mind is a little scared of joining. So it likes to dissociate and think about other things rather than the present joining. So we can just observe that right now. Allow ourselves to really arrive here and we can take in each other, take in this very moment. We can do a short meditation to help with this.
Yeah, so just taking a few more relaxing breaths. And remembering that the way to know God is an inside job. It's an inner path. So anything seemingly external, you just can set it down. We feel our thoughts pulled out to something else. We just come back in. We can just make that a practice. Coming back in, coming back inside. Actually, just letting this practice be like a cat or a dog who has a favorite soft place to come in and curl up. Letting this present moment be that gentle resting place for the mind. This place that was very restful is actually very, very familiar to us. Some part of us recognizes it very deeply. Has always known it. And as we rest here, perhaps our shoulders relax and rest a little lower. Perhaps our breathing feels easier, more comfortable. And perhaps also like a cat or a dog, we can be focused and relaxed simultaneously. Being presently watchful of whatever is here in our experience, but not needing any tension or stress about it, just being with it. Just relaxing with what's here.
Can stay in this listening place. As we come back to the room. And really, really allow ourselves to really be with our minds. And we really be with our minds. Really allow yourself to sense your mind, to notice your feeling, your current feeling. That is really all we're asked. We're not asked to judge it or figure it out. Just to sense it. That's the beginning of the end of the mad journey. This idea of the mind at war has been very present. It has come up a lot here lately. And all that is going on is a mind at war with itself. There is so much fear of God. God has become this enemy. And in that process, it has become an external world that is the enemy. In the lesson called "There is no cruelty in God and none in me," Jesus says, it seems to be the enemy without that you attack. It seems to be the enemy outside that you attack. Yet, your defense sets up an enemy within. An alien thought at war with you, depriving you of peace, splitting your mind into two camps, which seem wholly irreconcilable. So the defense against this enemy outside sets up an enemy within. This feeling of Anger is the enemy within. And it seems like love now has an enemy, an opposite. And fear, the alien, now needs your defense against the threat of what you really are. That is very, very strange. We can read a lot in the course about this, and that can be very helpful, but we can just be with this experience of the mind. The mind at war with itself. Just to feel or sense the fear in the mind. We're not dealing with people. We're never really dealing with people or situations. We're dealing with mind. Our own mind. And we can acknowledge this longing for God, longing for Source. And Jesus says, the war against yourself is almost over. This means that this confusion that the fear of God has caused has an end. This confusion made up a self-concept. That is so defended and defensive against a believed external enemy. But this was only a projection. There was never an enemy outside. So if we have any fighting thoughts about the outside, about others, we can learn a lot about ourselves. We can see exactly what we believe we are by the picture we have painted of the outside. And we may just have a few words to say, like, Holy Spirit, help me, for example. Or let me open my heart to God's love. Or let me really look at what I projected so that I can release it. Because if there is one mind, how can there be a fight? How can there be a conflict? It's impossible. If we look to form, we react as if there is a conflict. But we can look to mind. Rather than form. Always, always, always. And while we heal, we may still react to form, and we may react to different situations. And that's okay, but we can keep practicing handing over situations and people. And then we will start to perceive with the Holy Spirit, and we will see everything as the same. We will not get startled by a loud voice or a quick gesture or anything in the sensational world, because the Spirit will interpret it for us and put it in this category we spoke about last time, this bucket that says unreal. And while we heal, we can acknowledge and take note of where we do react as if there is a difference. And we can be very, very allowing and say, oh, I noticed something. But we don't have to get lost in it. We don't have to believe that it is real or can hurt us. We can let Spirit be with us as we look at each circumstance. And if there are some circumstances that you would like to explore here in the group, we can offer some time for this. Or let's put it this way, rather some beliefs in your mind. Like if you feel stuck in some way with something, or confused, or if something is going on that you don't, maybe you can't even put a finger on it. Maybe talking about it will give some clarity. And the thing is, I actually don't think we can put the finger on the ego. Like we can't really understand what's going on, and we don't have to. We can just keep being willing to observe and hand over perception. Nevertheless, we can talk about anything. Yeah. So if there's something you feel you're thinking about, you would like to explore or release, hand over, we can join around this. We are already joining around this, I must say. And yeah, just meeting together, we are already, the Spirit is with us here, all of us, each one, nobody's outside.
So I just want to hand over this belief that I have that I'm an aging person. I've got
Aging.
aging. I've just had so many body thoughts lately. Just seeing this external part of me getting older. I mean, even yesterday I went shopping for boots, and I'm at these stores. The lighting in these stores are just so horrible. And I went to a mirror to look at these boots, and I looked at my face, and I just thought, holy shit, who is this person that I'm looking at? I just looked like this pasty white, I don't know, everything about me, my hair, I didn't like the way my face looked. Like I just wanted to get out of the store. And I just been noticing lately how much more acutely I'm aware I am of these changes that are happening externally. And I just want to, I just don't want to be identified with them. I mean, I can laugh about it in one minute, and then the next minute I'm just like, get me away from this experience, because it's just not, it's not useful. It's not serving me. And yet we're so identified with our bodies and how the body is who we are. And it's really a challenge sometimes to break free from that. And particularly as I'm getting older. I mean, when I was younger, it's like, yeah, okay, that looks fine. I like the way it looks. But now that I'm getting older, I'm just seeing all these, I'm projecting that anger onto myself of an experience that I'm obviously not really ready for. I don't think I'm ready for. Anyway, that's what's been coming up for me the last few days. So I just give it over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that self-hatred can take that form, You look in your mirror and see, oh gosh. And then but maybe there is something else too underneath when you have that judgment. There is some more the belief in separation.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that's true. And I think also a feeling of being judged, and not being approved of. Now, there's so much, particularly for women in society, of needing to continue to look young. You know, I go like this in the mirror and I think, oh, I can see why women will go and get a facelift, you know. It's just crazy. But yeah, that's right. You know, it's not, now it's just not liking myself. It's this feeling like I'm not liking myself. I'm judging myself for not being worthy because of this aging process. And yet when I'm out in the world and when I'm with other people, I don't think about it. So mirrors aren't helpful.
The belief.
Yeah, belief. Yeah, that's right. It's another belief. Yeah. Identifying that that's who I am when that's not really who I am. Yeah.
There was a time when I took down all the mirrors all around because I thought I'm gonna, not identify as this body anymore, and it's not helpful to have mirrors. So I took them down, and then I was just told that no, that's not how you forgive.
Okay.
You need to look and then forgive, and then so then I put them back up. And yeah. But what came to my mind was, to remember that we are worthy to do everything with the Holy Spirit. So even when you go out shopping, seemingly for the body, because I think if you go out shopping for the body with your self-concept without the Holy Spirit, you will feel alone. And, when you may have those reflections when you look yourself in the mirror and you will, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to focus on the body. But if you go out shopping and remember to join with the Holy Spirit first, and remember to keep joining with the Holy Spirit, even when the focus seems to be the body, but it's not really the purpose. It's not, it's to have a holy encounter or to just feel connected, as you, to not even to people, but to spirit. As you feel connected to spirit, it will be joyful to see people too. You will love them, and you will, And I think, Plus, we never, the way we see ourselves, it's never the way others see us.
No, I know. I try to remind myself of that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I mean, Jesus says in the Course, you're forever beautiful, forever holy, forever one with God, forever. That doesn't mean that there is one moment that you're ugly. Yeah, it's good. It's a lot. We have a lot of conditioning in this world about maybe mainly how women look, but also how men look. And it's huge how indoctrinated we have become with this. Today I am inspired by spirit beyond form. Just, the form is just some little things, it's a veil, but we can allow ourselves to be spirit, to be beyond form. Maybe you have something more concrete.
I have come into mind, there's some line like Jesus talking about the things of the world as little bits of wood and broken glass or something. Like it's like these little, it's like little nothings, that we make so big. And we, of course, we do that with the body too, and have all these ideas of how that should be too. I don't know, it's just from that loving perspective, it all just sort of becomes irrelevant. We look at each other and we see the happiness and the smile and the open heart, and it's not about the body at all. But yeah, it's great to see what the mind still believes about that, because that's what's in the way of experiencing this all the time. So if right now mirrors are showing some beliefs to you, then great. Mirrors are your teacher.
Well, and I think it's also showing me how much I've identified over the years as this body, how important. I mean, I was never into physical fitness and, obsessing over stuff like that. But at the same time, I always wanted to look nice. So going through this, I see the contrast, of having to let go of those ideas of what makes me me. And look beneath it to who I really am, as opposed to who I thought I was. So it's just feels kind of magnified right now. But I know that it's a gift at the same time.
Mm. Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. I think it's common thing.
We just don't talk about it. We're complain when we're with other people about aspects of ourselves, without really getting underneath what it's about and looking at what really is important. But for me lately, it's been in my face for some reason or other. Literally.
You always look so young to me. You look like a girl. Like your heart, young and fresh. Yeah.
Well, that's what you're saying. Other people see things that you don't see. You don't see yourself when you look in the mirror. So, and thank you.
Yeah, we're all just little children skipping on our journey back to God, but regardless of what the outer form is showing us, that's the truth.
Yeah, and the presence within, it will take over. It will. What the bodies look like, yours or other bodies, will become so irrelevant that it is just little blips of form. But, the presence of mind is so vast and so all-encompassing, and it can't compare. Like when you identify as the person, you compare. There is a comparison going on, and look at this one, look at that one, look at myself. Oh, they are better in that way. Maybe I'm better in this way. This and that, that so much that comes with identification with the personality, persona. But love can't compare, and one-mindedness is just so relaxed and so free and so loving. It sees your brother as yourself, literally. But this is really good. I mean, this is what these sessions are for, to bring up what is a block, what is, the areas where you still feel like you identify as a person, as this, because issues show you that you identify as this person. So
I just keep coming back to blip of form. Rather than saying I have this problem, or like my elbow hurts, my blip of form has a little problem. I need to go to the doctor about my blip of form.
And then you can have really a holy encounter, because you're this vast mind that is, just using the form for that, to love. Whether it's going to the dentist or the doctor or the shoes shop. Can't even say shoe shop. Grocery store. Talking to the mechanic. Talking to the landlord. It's just an opportunity to love. We take the form so seriously, and we have different seeming issues with the form. Some have money issues, fear of not having enough in the future. I think it's common. Lack beliefs. Very common. Or aging, or relationship issues.
I just feel like translating all these. Like, my blip of form has less little strips of paper than other blips of form. my blip of form, what was it? Oh, wants another to be with another blip of form. I don't know.
My blip of form wants to look younger.
Right, my blip of form is a little older than this other blip of form. No, this is so funny to me tonight. Because the problem is when you think you are that little bit of form, the little blip.
Then you think you're a blob. Big blob. Maybe we can say.
It's true. I'd rather be a blip than a blob.
The Son of God fell asleep and dreamed a dream and became a blob and had some issues and kept trying to run away. But that didn't resolve the issue.
It's like if you took the whole course and every time the word body shows up, you replace it with the word blob.
Maybe the course will get more fun sometimes.
I'm not a blob, I am free. I'm still as God created me. I see Dirk trying to translate the word blob into German.
I wonder if it has a translation.
It's probably bloob.
Maybe you have a synonym in English.
Synonym a bit. I don't know.
Puddle.
Puddle. Thing.
I'm thinking of an ink stain or something.
Like a blot. Yeah.
Yeah, makes it. Yeah, it looks very stark on a white paper. And it has very specific contours, line, an outline. That's what the body is like. This fenced off concrete form of fear. Thank God you're not the body. It's not your identity. It never was. It never will be. The body is actually outside of you. Jesus' words. The body is actually outside of you. That's why we can be so light about it. We can have fun. We can pay the rent without anxiety. The dental bill. But we need to be guided for the self-concept to be undone. Because if the ego uses the symbols, it's going to be for pride, pleasure, or attack. One of those three. And that doesn't feel good. Then you have this enemy inside, projected outside. So we need to give all form over to spirit, to guide how to use the money, how to use the body, how to use the cars, how to use the families, how to use everything, how to use time. Actually, it comes to that. If you just do that one, if you say, Spirit, guide me in how to use my time, then the rest is covered. You will be guided with the dentist and the shoes and the money and the relationships. And I feel Spirit is just, when you ask, the answer is always be with me. The Spirit's answer is be with me and let it come clear. Let the form come clear. Sometimes we're so quick making decisions. And that's fear-based when we are so quick. Spirit can be quick too. Very, it takes no time at all, but it's not impulsive. It's not fear-based. It's not separation-based. It's love-based. And it's what's best for the whole. What serves the whole, what serves awakening, what serves your mind's healing. Do we have any other blobs to put on the altar? No blips or
Bloops.
I am with you. This is Spirit's message. I am with you. I am with you. I love you. Need to look up some words from, I don't know what language, Hebrew or something. This is a song coming to my mind. Let me see what this means. Oh, so it's a song that I love, that I heard many years ago. It's Adonai Li Lo Ira. Does anybody know Hebrew? The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. Adonai Li. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. And the song is so beautiful. The thing is, I haven't been able to find the same song. I have it in a very bad recording because I was driving one time and it was a beautiful rainbow in Utah. It was so beautiful. It was this wet landscape and the rainbow. And I was listening to this song, and on another phone, I filmed this rainbow. So I have the filmed rainbow with the song in the background. It's the only version I have.
And
Yeah.
Hi.
all right.
Yeah, just have some strong intensity, and I have quite a lot of physical pain. And it doesn't seem to be that specific. I shared with Anna, some comparison thoughts, and it seems to like move. And I start to see things differently, and then I move back into it. So I sat here, just feeling so intense, like, yeah, I am at war with myself, but I don't know what about. So I just think it might help to just say it out loud, and I can feel it actually already, just in the speaking it out.
Yeah. Maybe the pain can be reinterpreted as a call to be present, like to allow the pain to be this just present experience, coming back to it. And can you even define it as pain then?
Yeah, that's exactly where the block is. It's like I come in and stay present, and I'm just attempting to do that right now. Still got pain in my bum, but yeah. It's like when I stay with it, some thought comes in. I don't even see the thought, but then it starts to get intense again, the physical pain. And then I'm out of presence.
We could ask it, what do you want? You could ask the pain, or what do you to tell me?
What's it trying to show me? Yeah.
Or what are you afraid of?
I think what comes straight to mind is when Susan was sharing, I think it got stronger. Like the physical pain, because that is the aging fear, that it seems to be, it's gotten colder, and at the moment I feel this very strong, intense cold. And then the pain all starts to, so it seems to be like it's coming from outside. That doesn't answer the question. But yeah, it is, it's the aging stuff, and it's quite strong.
So lack, so that you won't, if you age and your body falls apart or doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's what it's feeling like. This pain in my right ankle, it's like at times it's difficult to even walk up and down the stairs. It's like proof that I'll be no good. I'll be all washed up, when the body falls apart.
And it is, this fact from Jesus is, future loss is not your fear, or future lack is not your fear, or future broken body is not your fear, but present joining is your dread. And this might be hard to take in, but that's a fact.
Yeah, it's not so hard to take in, Jenny.
Good.
Yeah, I noticed it with Anna in the kitchen. It's like, I just felt a lot better, and said, I don't really want to move towards you, where I am, but I'm going to do it anyway. And
cool. I like that.
But I really don't find it that easy. It's like even now, it's like Anna's very touchy and she'll give you a hug, and there's that part of me that was like that, it seems, in one part of this story, and it's like, where's it gone? Yeah. Touch Anna.
Yeah, it's sitting next to you.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I really want to, just keep placing that on the altar, that fear of present joining.
Mm-hmm.
I really just really want to release it.
It's good. I love it how you went against ego's fear and just, no, I'm going to join anyway. I see my resistance, but I know the answer. Yeah. Beautiful. Feels good.
Yeah. And the ego's up now, like with, oh, you don't sound coherent, blah, blah, blah. And it's just lay that on the altar. It's like, I feel actually inside, like, yeah, released again.
Beautiful.
I guess it doesn't matter how many times a day, really, I need to do this, and it seems a lot. Just now, just keep saying how it is.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. The purpose is healing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's been lovely to share with all of you tonight here. Just be here together and become present together. So have a wonderful night or rest of your day. Love you very much.